What's going on, tadpoles? Forko here, and I'm bringing you a Doom multiplayer match, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of my opinions on the game. So far, I think that the game, throughout the story, is going pretty well. I really like the gameplay. I think that is the main thing that they were trying to key in on, and I'm gonna show you some of this gameplay through the multiplayer. Now, this is my character, and I think it's really good that they added a lot of the customization options to really make yourself and put you into the multiplayer, so to speak. What I really like about this action is it's very, very Unreal Tournamenty. It's very, very fast paced. Now, obviously, you'll see I'm using this Vortex rifle as well as the Super Shotgun. It seems to be the best type of setup that I feel good with. Now usually you'll just stay back with the Vortex rifle. He's using a minigun, so that is unfortunate. But the story so far is actually really nice. It's the ability to run through an entire area and just murder everything in sight. Now, if you wanted to go back to the original Doom, then there is higher difficulties and whatnot, because the original Doom game was not very easy. And I know this because I have played the original Doom games, I have beaten them, and they were absolutely fantastic. It left me pretty stoked and pretty psyched about this game. A bit. I mean, I waited for the Steam Summer Sale to actually purchase it because the Toads have been spending quite a lot of time on games like Overwatch, and they're just too fun. Overwatch is just way too fun. If you don't own it already, it's $40. It's made by Blizzard, which is if you don't know, which you should, Blizzard is the same creator as WoW, as World of Warcraft. But right now, we're playing Doom, god damn it, and we're going to talk about Doom. As you can see, as we're going through, there is body parts and blood and just explosions and things happening all over the fucking place. Like, you got rocket launchers, you got shotguns, you got people getting dismembered constantly. Like, I just blew that dude in fucking half. And, you know what I mean? That's awesome. Then you can get a glory kill. That wasn't a glory kill. It was a very glorious death, though. And I really enjoy the game, just for the pure gameplay aspect. If you're going to buy this game, just get into the fact that it is a first-person shooter. Now, it is not in any real aspect a horror game. I mean, there's some creepy aspects to it, sure, but if you're gonna buy Doom, you should be buying it for the shooter aspect. And as a shooter, it does really well. It does its job. It can completely replace Call of Duty, in my opinion, because there's nothing that Call of Duty has to offer that will overshadow Doom at this point. I think that any Call of Duty that I had played in the past is going to be ceased completely. Now this blowing people up and absolutely fucking murdering everybody in your path and everyone that you see, this is fun. This is fun, especially if you are very sadistic. That's absolutely amazing. That is like the most fun thing I have done in this game so far, and holy shit, it's so good. Now, I know it sounds like I'm pretty much sucking this game's dick and whatnot, and I kind of am because I'm extremely enjoying it. And honestly, if it was between this and another game, I mean, depending on how good the other game is and whatnot, like if it's either this or if you want to go back and play something like a Final Fantasy game, the Final Fantasy game will overshadow this, but you have to measure the fact that that will give you a better story, but that has a finite, definite end. This game has no actual ending in terms of multiplayer. because it's more of an RPG aspect for the multiplayer, and the story obviously will also have a finite end. Now, what I'm activating when I die is these runes that you get every time you level or you complete a match, and it is not pay to win at all, which is something that is fantastic about games. You see more and more games nowadays are pay to win and pay to skip, and ever since EA started that craze, the video gaming market has become nothing but money, money, money. That's no way to run a gaming company. If you're gonna run a gaming company, you're gonna make a video game, make it because you want to make it great. Okay, make video gaming great again. Alright? Now, I think that this is a step in the right direction. And honestly, this game will leave you absolutely speechless in some of the aspects of it. And it's another one of those games where it's not just the enemy team that's overpowered. You're overpowered too. It's everybody. Now, this is a really close game. This is a nail biter. I was really focusing more on talking other than actually playing. But it seems I still roped in third place. Look at that. Still roped in third. Now, my recommendation, get the game. If it's on sale, get it. If it's not on sale, then probably not. There are much better games to buy instead of Doom. Now, Doom is a very, very good precursor for newer games that should take more risks, take more leaps. Now, I don't really like the reboot aspect of the games in terms of this game was already created, let's make a new game, call it the same thing, and just try and reinvent it. Now, Bethesda did something absolutely fantastic in what they've created right now in this Doom game, and I think that things like this need to happen more often. We need more games like this in the market that will not completely destroy your wallet, won't break your wallet just for 30 minutes of gameplay and then sprinkle in all the extra paid DLC on top. Now, I don't like games that do that. I don't like games that will hold content above your head and just, you know what I mean, trickle it down every month, every 2 months with a new DLC package for another $15. You already bought the game. You already spent $16 to have the game. You shouldn't pay $5 for a cheeseburger with 2 buns and a burger and to have the cheese, lettuce, ketchup, and mayo all as DLC. That doesn't make any sense to me. It should not be that way. Video gaming companies are now taking way too much money from the consumer without supplying enough product. Take Destiny, for example. Destiny was a game that was purely played for multiplayer. The raids were not too fun. And I'm going to say it right now, they downright sucked. Now, for another extra charge every couple months, you can get a DLC that adds just a tiny bit of story to it. Just a tiny bit. And then once you got to the last DLC, the Fallen King DLC, then they actually gave you the story that you paid for in the beginning. You should have already had that. You should have already had all of that stuff. Now, if you're buying something to support the developers, it's something else. You view it as donating and getting something out of it. Now, I don't have a problem doing that with some games on the market right now, but other games just absolutely do not deserve it. Like Call of Duty, for instance. Call of Duty does not deserve any more money. They don't need it. Ever since Modern Warfare 2 came out, and ever since Black Ops, the original Black Ops was okay. I liked it. I played it and I enjoyed it. Okay? But the second Black Ops 2 came out, Call of Duty has been shit. They've been ass. They've been getting away from the actual premise of the game. There is no story anymore. If there is a story to focus on, then they've gotten away from it. Okay? And it's not cool. It's not nice and it's not cool. But I think if you're going to buy a game for multiplayer, and you're going to play a game for multiplayer, and you want to see people's arms and torsos and heads just exploding in a meat explosion barrage, get Doom. If you don't really need to see that and you want to get something for the quality, you want to get something nice, you want to get something fun, you want to get something that will last you a long time for a good price, buy something like Overwatch. Overwatch is an amazing game with multiple classes. Now I'll save all of that stuff for another video, but Doom is a good game. I haven't finished the story, so I can't really talk about the campaign too much. But as far as the multiplayer goes, the multiplayer is fun. It's fast paced, and it's downright awesome. It really is. When you get down to the nitty gritty, and if you buy a game for the fact that you can watch people explode and you can turn into a giant demon that can shoot rockets, get Doom. You'll enjoy it. Well, I think that's all I have to say for this video. Sorry for the short-ish kind of length, but it's kind of made on a whim, so I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Share it with your friends if you think they should get Doom too. Alright, tadpoles. I'll catch you later.